I'm Captain Hughes, United States Navy, retired. I served as chaplain for the United Veterans Council Funeral Honors Team, a team made up of all volunteers, all veterans of the Armed Forces of the United States. President John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers." Today we are here to honor such a one, Clayton Lewis Graham, a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, who passed away on March 9th at the age of 76. But all too often, we fail to remember, we fail to honor. As the poet said, "God and the soldier we alike adore, in times of danger, not before. The danger past and all conflict righted, God is forgotten, the soldier slighted." Why should we honor our veterans? Well, I believe there are at least two reasons. First, for the future of our military, we need to remember those who have served in the past. As George Washington, our first commander-in-chief, said, "The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional as to how they perceive the veterans of earlier wars were treated and appreciated by their nation." And second is the realization that because of the great sacrifices made by so many men and women who have served in the armed forces in the time and so that we may be able to live in a time and a place where freedom is taken for granted. The great King Solomon of long ago wrote the following insight: "There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. And now the time has come to pay tribute to a fallen comrade, a fellow veteran, to remember him because he deserves to be remembered and honored for the service that he rendered to this nation in the cause of freedom. We honor him as a brother in arms." It was William Shakespeare who said in King Henry V, "We shall be remembered, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers." All too often it seems we're called upon to say a sad farewell to a fallen comrade. As the years roll on, we too shall have finished our fight and shall answer that final roll call. Until then, may we so live that when our time comes, those we leave behind may say of us, as we say now of this departed comrade, "He was an honorable man, a staunch patriot, a faithful defender of freedom." And let us who remain remember that freedom is never free. All veterans gave some, and some gave all to ensure the freedom we cherish. President Ronald Reagan once said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same." The Military Funeral Honors Team will now render the traditional military salute to a fallen comrade, which consists of the firing of 3 rifle volleys, followed by the playing of taps. We ask you to please place your right hand over your heart during the playing of taps. Veterans may render the hand salute. After the playing of taps, members of the Marine Corps Honor Guard will fold and present the flag. Let me caution you that the rifles that we use are old and they're very loud, especially when fired in unison, so be prepared for that. Firing party commander, take charge and render the appropriate salute.
Line on the guard! Issue 3 volleys!
Take these off. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Freeze it. Fire. Detail. Hands up. Port arm. Present arm.